Today we're talking about the hitter's load, okay? A load for a hitter is how we create momentum, which is going to create force and then bat speed. A load can be obtained a couple different ways for a hitter, whether it be with their hands or their lower body, okay? We talked about a load creating momentum. How we're going to do that, okay, from this angle here, I can do it with my hands by simply cocking my hands back. That movement right there, back before forward. Just like a pendulum, you got to create some momentum. Too often hitters will go from a standstill. They'll go from right here into the swing and they haven't created any momentum. So that's essentially what a load is. Now, how to get to that point where we can create it. Okay, so very simple for a hitter to be here, cock our hands back, all right? But the second part of that is what the weight's doing from the waist down, all right? From this angle here, left-hand hitter, okay? You're gonna say the majority of your weight is on your back side. As the pitch is delivered, you'll see the shift right here where the hands go back, but you'll see the weight shift as well to the back side, okay? Now, you're kind of asking for trouble if all the weight's going, all right? Because even when we stride and the foot's off the ground, we're still maintaining quite a bit of balance, all right? There's not a massive shift in weight. It's too hard to hit if we're rocking all the way back and then now coming forward. So you want to be comfortable with your load. Not too much, but enough to create that momentum and force we want. Hitters get loads in different ways. Some guys like to really get that leg kick up, put all their weight back, and then explode forward. That's part of their load with their lower half. Other guys like to be kind of short and quick, but as well, they're still cocking back. Just like a puncher, a boxer will punch, you know, obviously they're going to come back before they go forward. But you know, mistakes hitters get into is with their load, they get back and then everything comes forward and we need something to stop that force, okay? And that force is our front side. You hear about, you know, hit with a stiff front side. Well, at some point, stride foot down, hands back, I've loaded, now I need to attack. Now all that force goes into a stiff front leg. And now I can fly through that. I can do this motion here, a stiff front leg. So we create momentum through our lower half in our hands, but we bring that momentum through on a stiff front side. Because if there's nothing to stop that momentum, it looks like that, and then ultimately it would look like a hitter out front, leaning, lunging, and then waving at the ball, okay? A pitcher's job is to throw a hitter off his timing, okay? So the bigger we get with our load, our stride, all these things we talk about, the bigger we get, the more room for error, okay? We can't afford so much movement in a swing and still worry about, for example, a 92-mile-an-hour fastball, an 82-mile-an-hour changeup, a nasty hook or slider, right? If we have too much going on with our load, it's going to affect how we attack the baseball. I like to keep it simple, all right? Get a little momentum, loose hands here, right? Keep this front side in, right? We talked about ankle, knee, hip, front shoulder. Everything's closed. I've got load coming with my hands, right? Separation with the hands and the stride. This separation here that you can notice from my hands and my stride foot. That separation right there is going to create force, momentum, bat speed, all that good stuff we're looking for, okay? Whether we get it short and quick or whether we like to get it, you know, where a hitter might be here and into the ball is a preference of the hitter. Let's look at our results. Okay? Before we go changing a lot of the mechanical stuff, pay attention to your results. Are you getting things done? Are you way out in front of the off speed? You can't stay back enough. Are you too early, too late? All these things. Pay attention to your results and you'll find out what needs to be corrected In this case, with your load.